Dave Olsen sent us this straight out of Utah. He said it's the best local beer he could find. It's a giant Imperial Stout, 12.2%, so we can't get it in Ohio.
Can't get it in Ohio.
And this one is the Big Bad Baptist from Epic Brewing Company.
Glub, 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 glub. So obviously, we love a good, fantastic, robust stout.
Right.
So 12%, it's big.
This one is made with coffee and cocoa nibs. This is batch 57 for those of you who want to look that up. It's different a little bit every batch. So I mean,
right off the bat,
I'm ready.
Just a super nice, very classical head for a really nice stout. That's sort of like dark vanilla, tan colored head.
Yeah.
I am itching.
I mean, it's not going to be a big secret. I can get it from here, but let's put the noses closer.
Yes.
And get a whiff of this beer.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, wow. That is, I mean, coffee grounds, black malt, chocolate malt. Just every dark thing in the world that you can think of, it's in this beer.
The pour, I thought a little thin looking, but no. At least on the aroma, this thing is packed. With just deep, rich, full, heavy aromas.
In a way, I don't want to go too crazy here. This reminds me of KBS.
Okay.
But it has such a big, robust smell.
Very decadent.
And the decadence and the sweetness
Very
and
decadent.
the coffee. I could kind of compare this to the aroma of KBS without the bourbon. I took another look at the bottle, and I did realize that this actually was aged in bourbon barrels. Whiskey barrels. Sorry, whiskey. And, you know, that doesn't come through with a huge punch like some whiskey barrel or bourbon barrel stouts will, but there is a slight tinge there. So, you know, my KBS thing wasn't too far off, but I wouldn't quite say that it's up to that level.
Absolutely. I think that's a very fair comparison. Smells fantastic. I'm very intrigued to see how the flavor follows up. He said it's a must try.
Must try.
So
we must try.
So we will.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I'm going to let you be the one who gets punched in the face, not me. What do we have to say about this beer, Ron?
Dat mouthfeel dough.
Yes.
Right off the bat.
Whoever put the comment in the section below about every time they say that mouthfeel dough, he wants to punch us in the face. Pretty accurate.
Hit me, baby, one more time. Because this, I mean, right away, that velvet, that sweet caressing of that velvet mouthfeel all over the receptacles. Amazing. Love it.
This is so great. It reminds me of like if you ever had coffee ice cream?
Yeah.
It reminds me of like coffee ice cream made into like a mocha milkshake or something like that, or like chocolate covered espresso beans. Like that's kind of where I'm going.
It's
with
like
this
a
one.
BK Mocha Joe, which is now like their iced coffee, but it's a Mocha Joe. It's
a milkshake.
It's smooth.
It's a milkshake.
It's smooth and velvety and so much coffee. But obviously, because it's a beer, I mean, it's served, slightly chilled. Fantastic.
12%, not much of a burn at all. I mean, there's a little bit of presence, but it's not big and boozy and fusel. It is so decadent. It is so rich. It's like a big chocolate cake with some coffee on top or something. I don't know. It's just coffee and chocolate to the max.
I mean, it's a little bit of a bitter beer. I mean, with those dark, burnt grains.
Not hoppy bitter, but burnt grain.
Right, absolutely. Not hoppy at all. But wow, this beer, it's serious business.
Yeah. So with that in mind, I think I have a number.
Okay.
I think I'm good.
Okay.
I might go a little higher than you expected. I'm going to go 98.
Okay.
I think this one is fantastic. A really good beer. I mean, that chocolate, the malt character in this is amazing. I'm taking it down a little bit. I think the barrel character isn't quite where I thought it should be, or maybe where I wanted it to be. But this thing just does such a great job. It's so complex. It's so rich. It's so decadent. It's just delicious.
I'm going to go right there with you. I'm going to go 99. Okay. So like just a little bit above you. Here's why. I mean, if I could find one thing to draw, a critique on.
Right.
Maybe just a hair more of a mouthfeel.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
just a little bit stronger. But I mean, we're literally splitting hairs.
Oh, yeah.
98, 99. It's
up there.
It's right up there with the very best beers.
Yeah, and if you have not had this, or if you've had a different version or a different number, put those comments in the section below. Tell us what you thought about those ones. And until you do, always remember,
we are the Brew Review Crew.
We'll review
a brew for you.
Cheers.
Cheers.